Sagittarius, hi, how are you? This is June 2018. Actually, it's May. I think it's May 12th or the 13th. As I said to a few other signs, I feel like May is a total wash. I don't know if that's the case for every sign, but I think that just May generally didn't feel, transitions are tough because they take a while, and the tiny incremental process of transforming into another you or a new chapter can take a while. You don't see it until you're completely out of it. So the day to day, the hour to hour, the tasks that you have to execute daily, hourly, it can feel like nothing is happening. And so for those of you guys who are like, I just want something to be over with, or I just want to be free of something, I want answers now, let's just move on out of May. I know it's May, technically, maybe you're watching this in May, but let's talk about the energies that are coming through for you for the month of June 2018. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video if it resonates. Obviously, this is extremely general. I don't even know if it's going to be love or general or finances or what, but this is going to be for all Sagittarians for the month of June 2018, and we'll see exactly how this unfolds. Do I have any other things to say? I'm going to try to keep it fast, even though this is like that, the gypsy, whatever, 24, I don't know how many cards. It's that one big read. So I'm going to go through this and we'll see if it's general or love or whatever. So, okay, any questions? Just kidding. I can't hear you guys because I'm recording this. Okay, let's start. Your current situation, Sagittarius. You want to be careful that you're not thinking too much about someone from the past. I think that your feelings of nostalgia or your feelings of a connection to someone from your past are so, it's like you can't, the nicest way to say it is that you can't just like grow out of something. You can't let it go. You can't, I think you feel like you have a stake in a relationship that you no longer have a stake in anymore. For some of you, not all of you, not all of you. This could be a friendship. This could be a romantic situation. Of course, this can be a soulmate connection. But the memories that you have, the feelings of nostalgia that you have about someone from the past, it's not necessarily helping you right now. And your refusal, I think this is more of a case of you being stubborn about a situation. So your refusal to let something go from the past is absolutely, I believe, this is your current situation, but I believe this energy kicking off the reading is a major issue. Because it's absolutely refusing to let something go from the past or thinking too much about something. And, you got to stop looking in the rear view. You just have to. Because looking in the rear view is not going to help you. It's all about having a clear view, not a rear view. So you got to look ahead. You have to move forward. Regardless of the soulmate connection, the familial bond that you might have with a person, place, or thing, it's time to let it go. You just got to. Okay? So that's the current situation that I'm seeing that you're dealing with. But why do you have to let it go? I mean, there's just conflict. It's creating conflict in your life. Even if you're not in each other's lives, this constant reflection back to something that you cannot change or do or fix or grow or do anything with anymore because it's so old is creating conflict. And beyond that, that conflict is also just a lot of like it's not strategy. I was going to say strategy. It's like a lot of just like chaos in your day to day. Like it's taking up a portion of your mind that you don't need to be using that anymore. You don't need to be thinking about it anymore. Why? Yeah. this is a codependent relationship, and I think that the other person has decided to release the codependent relationship, and I think that you agree, but it's almost like you want to win. It's almost as if you need to have the last word in this situation. You got to let go of that, Sagittarius, because I feel like some of you guys have had, it's a soulmate. It's a soulmate energy from your childhood. You met this person a long time ago, a lot of you. And I think that, or in a past life, but I think that this person and you had a codependent relationship, or there was a codependent issue going on, and you guys were holding on to each other like just, I don't know, almost as if you were orphans. I feel as if you both felt like you were orphans and you were holding on to each other. Now, this could be a relationship, a love relationship, or it could just be a friendship, a long-standing one. Either way, either you or the other person has finally received the help that you were supposed to receive and have gotten healthy-minded, and either you or the other person have finally decided, I don't want to be codependent anymore, I don't want to be an alcoholic anymore, I don't want to do drugs anymore, I don't want to do a lot of things. So either you or the other person has decided, I need to release these addictions, this codependent energy, and that is creating conflict because either you or the other one is not ready to. It's almost like that Chris Rock joke, like two people do the same thing all the time. They got to do the same thing all the time. So if you smoke crack, your boyfriend or girlfriend's got to smoke crack. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're a fat ass and you want to bake all day, the other person's got to be a fat ass and loves to bake or eat all day. I'm not saying that joke. That's a Chris Rock joke. But anyways, I totally ruined it, by the way. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that you guys were both into the same circle, into the same crowd, into the same elements, into the same like negative energy or negative headspace, or like, you know, you step back, one of you guys steps back and is like, golly, the only thing we actually connect on is the fact that we love to sit back and talk shit about people. And maybe you or the other person finally said, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to talk shit anymore. And it's fun and everything and I have a good time, but it's negative energy that I keep putting out into the world. Like I just sit back and stare at people and talk shit all day. That's not healthy. It's fun. We had a good time doing it. We were laughing. We were cutting up all day and it was, you know, but that's not healthy. I don't want to do that anymore. It's not, you know, it's immature. I'm like a grown ass adult. Like I don't want to do that anymore. So you or the other person has decided, I don't want to be in a codependent relationship with you and I don't want to be addicted to negative vibes and stuff. And so that's creating conflict. So it's you or the other person. So that's the current situation we're talking about. So what's the environment we're dealing with? Well, I think that you guys have decided, all right, I agree. Number three the Three of Pentacles is saying that there is collaboration. There is someone is willing to work with you on a situation. Like, okay, maybe I should get healthy too. Or you're like, okay, I'll get healthy with you or whatever. Because I feel like, well, first of all, this is a patience and expansion. So you guys are being patient about the situation. Like, okay, they'll be back or they're going to wait it out. One or, you know, you or the other person you're dealing with is like, I'm going to wait it out. They'll be back. And, you know, things will be like old times again. So, but I think that there's a real effort being put into motion here. And I think that you or the other person has decided, I will work on this. I will work on this with you. We can grow together in a new relationship as friends or lovers or whatever the situation is, because I see what you're saying and I'm willing to cooperate. I'm willing to work with you and cooperate. So that's the environment. You are getting that. Okay, so we have the Judgment in reverse, and that does mean a sort of resurrection of something. It does mean that something isn't over yet. And I think that the resurrection being next to the Five of Wands, I do believe that you guys are putting your best foot forward. There is an effort being made in terms of wanting to collaborate and trying to make the situation better between the two of you. However, I think that old vices are going to come back out. And I think that there's going to be a resurrection of conflict and issues. So if you're not dealing with another fire sign, you're dealing with a Capricorn. But for some of you. But with the King of Wands, it's saying that there is a new direction. There is a new goal. I think that you're determined to conquer these vices, conquer these addictions, conquer that energy. You're determined never to go back to that again. You're determined right now. And the King of Wands is saying that you've made a decision to be as gracious as possible, as forgiving as possible. But you've also, I think you've sort of I think you've sort of mastered your addictions, whatever that is. And I think that if we're talking about a relationship, a codependent relationship, I think you've decided, look, I'm going to go this way, you go that way. I'll always love you. Goodbye. Have a, take care. I don't see a lot of, I see like the end of the road. I see like the end of the road. I don't know what the fuck that. To the end of the road. Let's just keep going because I feel like it's intense. It's intense and it's almost like, yeah, it's intense. It's intense. What are your hopes? Your hopes, I think, I think you're hoping that, that everything will work out. I know that sounds very general and bland, but I think there's a feeling of, I hope everything will work out. But the bottom line is that the fear is that this person will not change. I think that there's like, everyone's putting their best foot forward, but this person is so far gone that even if they do make an offer of like, I'm working on it, I'm trying, or you're like, I'm working on it, I'm trying, it's not enough. It's not enough. And there's going to be a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation. You're going to have to take a break. You're going to have to take a complete step back from the situation and really take some time to pray, to rest. You know what I mean? Like go to bed super early and just sleep and rest and take some time out and be alone for a little bit. A lot of you guys are dealing with a Pisces. A lot of you guys are dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I feel a Pisces here. And I think that this Pisces has a really strong addiction to something, to repeating patterns. It's very cyclical. And I think that your hope is that eventually they find, either you or this person finds the emotional equilibrium that they're looking for. Because there's certainly an imbalance because of the Devil card in reverse. And there's certainly an issue in terms of you stressing out about their well-being. And this person that you're stressing out about, they want to try. They want to put their best foot forward. They are trying. And maybe they have given up some addiction, some patterns. Maybe they have worked on it. But the conflict still remains. And the resurrection of old issues keeps coming back. And I think that at the end of the day, right now, a hope is that this person gets their head right, like emotionally, or that you find your emotional balance. I think that you're hoping that a feeling of nostalgia is enough to get this person healthy. Like, remember the good old times when we used to go hiking or when we used to wake up early and go get coffee, but we don't do that anymore. Let's do that again. Like, I think that you're hoping that emotional generosity and clarity, emotional intelligence, all the emotional things is enough to bring this person back to life. Or you back to life, if this is you. You guys could be dealing with addiction. You guys need to get your heads right. And I think for sure with the King of Wands next to the King of Cups, there's a level of physical energy and emotional energy that will either have already started becoming more balanced. You're trying to find that footing again. You're getting that rest again. I think that there's a lot of different readings here, you guys. So I'm trying to get everybody. But the main one was the one that I was talking about. But for some of you guys, there could be issues. There were issues at work. And I think work is growing. There's some sort of expansion, or people are being brought on, or you're being asked to collaborate with some people. And you're kind of having this feeling of, I wish it was like before when it was just me and this other person working together. Now I got to bring on these other people. And it kind of, throws a wrench in it. So there's a little bit of that also. And I think that you might also be feeling like, I want to give it my all, but I'm actually only giving it, I'm half-assing my workflow right now. So there's feelings like that for some of you. So what do we know to be true? We get the King of Cups here. So you're looking for that emotional stability, that emotional security and balance, where you're so emotionally secure and happy and ready to be generous with it. So that's where we are in terms of what you're hoping for. What do we know to be true? Well, what we know is that you're going to be looking at situations realistically. There's no more rose-colored glasses. You're not foggy-headed. You're clear-headed. And I think before there was so much going on in terms of like codependency, toxic relationships, addictions, et cetera, that you were actually kind of foggy-minded. And so you were unable to pull triggers and make decisions. And it looks like now you're finally going to be in a place where you're able to make decisions. That's more of a general feel. But in terms of relationships, I think that if you were dealing with this person, the soulmate energy, someone from the past who you and this person were probably codependent and had this like relationship, I think that now you're at a place where you're able to see everything much, with much more like, I don't know, I want to say clarity, but I keep wanting to say lucid. Like, I think you guys have, the drugs have worn off. I think cold hard sobriety has kicked in, whatever that means for some of you. Either you just found out that you're like in the red with your bank account, or you just stopped doing drugs completely or drinking. Not saying that you guys do that. I'm saying like these are just like wild examples of what this could mean, whatever that addiction is to you. You saw your credit card statement, you saw, you hopped on the scale and you were like, holy shit, have I been doing nothing but eating? Like it's all just like coming to reality. And so you're able to make a decision now because you're not foggy headed. You're not completely, these cards aren't upside down. Like you're completely, this is not, right side up. Everything is where it should be in terms of your clarity. And now there's going to be an affectionate message or some sort of potential that comes in for you. And this is going to be something to do with love and emotion. So perhaps somebody will come back around to express their gratitude or like their regret in terms of what went down in previous weeks. It's going to be very innocent and sweet. It's going to be from a water sign, most likely. If not, then it could be anybody. But I think that there's going to be a feeling of, look, I took some time out. I'm sorry. I took some time out to think, sorry for the drama that I caused you. And I think that this kind of communication is going to be very sweet, but very immature and very, I think, too late. Because it's a page. I feel like it's like a child. That's what I want to say. Yeah, I know it's the page, but like I officially feel like it's going to be like a childlike apology. Like this person's not even going to look you in the eyes. They're going to be like looking at the floor, twisting their foot into the ground, sort of like a kid, like sorry. Like it's going to be like that. And I don't know if you're okay with that. I know I wouldn't be. It's like, say it with your chest, homeboy. Like say that shit like you mean it. Yeah, that's what we know to be true. What you thought was over in this relationship is not over because it is a soulmate energy, like I said. It was a strong connection that you had with this person. And perhaps throughout this conflict and giving up that addiction or that sort of codependency, whatever that is, for some of you, this person could have matured from a page to a knight to a king, from a page to a knight to a king. And now they're emotionally and physically healthy enough to reach out to you and make that apology. And you're going to see that clearly, and you're going to see that without fogginess. You're going to look at that in a very pragmatic way, and you're not going to be like, I don't know. I feel like you're not going to say, okay, apology accepted, come back home, come back into my life. I think you took a lot of time out to say, I need some time to think about this. And maybe that put that person on the spot. And so they were like, I better shape up. But the contract isn't over yet. The energy is not over yet. The World card in reverse is saying that this isn't over yet. Soon it will be, but it's not over yet. That's for sure. So you're going to have to deal with this throughout the month of June, even further, because I think now is like the big show. Now is the big apology. Now is the big mea culpa, whatever. And it's like, I apologize. I did create issues for us, for our friendship, for our work relationship, for, our romantic relationship. our family. I created issues. And it's over. It's over. Those issues are over. But now you still have the residual, the side effects, whatever, from that relationship. This person is making slow moves towards you. For some of you guys, if you're single, I think that there is somebody coming through for you that's an earth sign. This person is your age or younger. This person takes a very long time to make a decision, make a move. This person could have been someone who came from a situation of addiction. This person actually is an alternative to another person. If someone comes through for you and they seem very shy, very reserved, and then there's another person coming through who seems very outgoing, very hard on their sleeve, this person, so there's a couple of people, okay? I suggest you go with the one who seems more reserved. Go with the one who seems extremely shy and reserved and not sure of themselves. That's a person who's rock solid steady. Yeah. And you are going to have a reinvigoration. You are going to feel super duper like excited, and it's a brand new start for you, and it's not someone from the past. So the person who's coming through for you in June, who is like your age or younger, solid build, almost like not overweight, but they've got like a thick build. They've got a thick build, but they're not overweight. Do you know what I mean? Like they're very solid. Solid's like sturdy, very strong. And this person is going to be like, not a wallflower. Like when you talk to them, they're going to be like laying back. Like they're going to be like laid back. They're not going to be super verbal. They're not going to be super talkative. They're going to be super chill. Almost like you didn't even notice them. Maybe it might even be a case of, so-and-so from so-and-so. This person was at the thing the other day with us, and you're going to be like, this person was there? Yeah, he was sitting right next to you, or she was sitting right there. And it's like, oh, I swear I didn't even notice. You're not even going to notice this person, you guys. But this person is interested in you, and this person is going to show you through time. So you got to be patient. Don't write them off just because they're not like, oh, bitty bitty bam, I'm just going to celebrate and do a bunch of crazy shit for you, and I'm going to impress you with da-da-da-da-da-da. Just because they're not going tit for tat for you, because how is anyone supposed to do tit for tat with a fire sign, especially a Sagittarius? If you're telling stories, they can't. So this person is just going to automatically not shut down, but lay back. They're going to be super laid back. They're going to be super chill, and they're just going to watch you. But make no mistake, they're interested in you, and this is a very, very strong possibility. Next to the Page of Cups right here, this is a strong possibility. So pay attention. Look out for a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn Sagittarians. This is fair. This is what you deserve. This person is someone that you absolutely have either prayed for or manifested. This is someone you were hoping to take you away from this, because it would have to be something very strong, very major, very wow, to get you to take your attention away from this and to release you from a connection this strong. In order to be released for something like this, it would have to be something serious. It would have to be something huge that has the potential to grow into something so rock steady and good that you forget all about this. So you're like, you know what? I do wish you well. I wish you nothing but the best. Take care of yourself. I've moved on to something so solid. So that's it. Now, if we're talking about, and that's for love, and if we're talking about a job, or those of you guys who are single, or if you're already in a relationship, obviously I didn't hit you up on this reading, so I'll do it next time. But if you're not in a relationship, or you're in between relationships, or you're just wondering about work and stuff, there is a potential there's a job offer. There's a new job coming in for you in June. A potential to make money in June with somebody. You could be working with a fire sign or water sign bosses, so look out for that. Yeah, but if you are looking for a job, this is for sure a job coming through for you in June. It's a job offer in June for sure. For sure. And then for those of you looking for love or hoping to get out of a situation, you do have something honest and true and real and brand new coming through in mid-June. And this is your just desserts. This is what you deserve. This is what you've been crying at night over, hoping that somebody comes into your life. Stop crying for the past. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop crying for the past. That is going to keep you locked into it. This is what is coming through for you, and this is something you should really pay attention to, you guys, June, okay? So last couple days, last couple weeks of June, what's coming through? There's going to be a rejected offer. I swear, Sagittarius, don't make me upset with you in this moment in time. If you reject this Knight of Pentacles coming in because you're hoping that this comes back around, I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. So by the end of June, it looks like you're not going to be feeling as if you have the generosity of time or frame of mind to give to this individual coming in. I think that secrets are going to be revealed. I think that if you've been holding back, maybe you're going to be telling this person, look, I think you're great, but I'm still in love with somebody else, or I'm still into a situation, or I'm still having struggle getting out of that situation. That's you. For some of you guys, at the end of June, it's going to be a case of you feeling rejected by someone who's already involved with another earth sign. Either way we slice it, the moon card in reverse is saying secrets are being revealed or love is not reciprocated in some sort of way. There is rejection. Somebody's already involved with an earth sign, or somebody is not happy, or either that or you're not ready to open up to a new relationship. Even though this offer is solid coming in, you're going to be like not ready. You're recovering from this still. You're still recovering from this. You had so many hopes and dreams for a happy union, a happy home life, a happy structure, security, all that stuff. You were hoping for a big, beautiful wedding or a big, beautiful celebration of the relationship with this person here, and it's not coming through. And you feel completely stabbed in the back, but you are recovering from it. And that's possibly why you were not ready to be in a relationship with this offer coming through. And so you end up confessing, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, so you reject that person. That's one storyline. For some of you guys, it's the opposite. Someone is like, look, I want to offer this to you. Tell me why I can't be, why this isn't going to turn out. And you're going to say, well, because I'm still, mixed up with this situation. And this person's going to say, all right, well, you take care. A decision is made by the end of June. The decision you make at the end of June has to do with the secrets that are revealed. So it has to do with the fact that you recognize you have a strong attraction or addiction or codependent feeling towards a person or a thing or a place. And you can't, try as you might to mature into a person who is of sound mind and who can make clear decisions to let yourself free of that. You're logical and intelligent enough to do that. You cannot do it. And so justice is that you're going to be like, I confess I'm still in love, or I confess I can't get over it, or I confess I'm still addicted. I confess. And that is causing you to make one decision by the end of June, which is to either completely cut someone or something out of your life cold turkey, or you're going to be like, I decide to just be a part of this forever. I'm going to watch the next 10 years of my life go by where I'm still doing the same old shit with this water sign, or with this sun sign, fire sign, sorry. And I think that, you have already experienced the rejection, but I don't want to leave this reading with like, you guys are fucked for June. Because that's why I know it's coming off. Because you have to understand that The universe is offering you. The universe is offering you a brand new start. The Ace of Wands is not even just the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands is your element. That's the universe saying, you've got momentum right now, and I'm giving you a heads up. Take this baton, take this wand, and run. Run into your new life. Your new life is calling you, so go get it. So it's not as if this is a negative reading. How you react to the elements and the signs and the things that go on around you, that's you. That has nothing to do with the cards. You have a storyline for sure, but the universe is saying you need to take this and run. And whether you take it or not is up to you. These cards here are just indicating to me that somebody is going to get rejected. And that could be a great thing. It could be you actually saying, I reject the past. I reject that old relationship. That could be you saying, I reject this new love because I want to work on myself still. Because I'm still in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You need to be right side up before you can really be in a proper relationship. So I think that it's not doom and gloom. It's not sad, but the connection you have with someone was extremely strong. And I'm not denying that. And it is difficult to walk away from something like that. However, it's up to you to look at things pragmatically, realistically, have a clear view of what you're doing, and to accept any kind of offer that seems legit and reject the offers that don't. That's your job. That's your job. You know? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the cards if you're not getting a reading that you want to hear. It's up to you. You navigate your life. I'm just telling you what's coming through for you. But you are going to make a decision. And that's, I think, the most positive thing out of this whole thing. There's nothing worse than fucking indecision, you guys. There's nothing worse than that. So making a decision right here is perfect. So whatever your decision is, you got to go in that direction. You got to stick to your guns and go in that direction. And I think that's a great way to end June. You go into July fresh. Go into July having had made a decision and super fresh. I don't do this for all the signs, but with a reading this big, but I'm going to pull some clarifiers just to give you advice. Because, you know, and you're not the only one, Sagittarians. There are a lot of people right now going through the transformations and transitions into a brand new life for themselves, and it is painful. That's why they call them growing pains. It's very painful, and it takes a lot out of us, and it takes some time. Hello. You already know. You already know. The Strength card is saying that you're going to be asked to be strong because I think you already know what the right decision is. You already know. And so it's telling you to be strong. For others of you, it's saying you will connect with a Leo. I think that you will meet a Leo. I think the Leo is going to have a huge impact on your life. There's potential there. It's good. I think that for others of you, by August, you will be completely free of this situation. I think that you're going to be totally free of a situation by August. So if something is in the process of ending, it will be done, gone, and dusted by August. This is a great card, you guys, to end your reading on. You know, I wish that I spoke in a cheerful way, like, ooh, someone's getting laid in June. But I don't do my readings like that. So I wish that I was more cheerful for you guys. I'm sorry that I'm not, but I don't like bullshit. And I think that you have the power to make yourself happy. The universe is saying you do. Not only do you have the power to make yourself happy, you have the energy and strength to make it so. So make it so in June, you guys. I see a lot of hopefulness here. I do. I just think that you gotta get your ducks in a row, gotta clear things out of the way. Okay? This was an extra super long reading, and I hate doing extra super long readings. I love you. Bye.